Hi Kevin, this is Pierce from Roof Marketing Pros. I'm just reaching out with a short video after you downloaded our Ultimate Roofing Guide. I hope you got some good information off there. It's a really cool, neat tool. If you have any questions about it, please get in touch and let me know. I can answer them for you. But I thought we would do this short, personalized video for your company and for your website, and we can show you how you can start to generate more calls, more customers, and be the first source of calls and customers from the search engines and from other places. So I thought the best place to start would be right here on your own website. Um, First thing that draws my eye, from my point of view, is this: your website's not secure. This is a big thing with hackers and with trust online. If your website's not secure, you need something called an SSL, or a security license. And it's obviously expired. You probably had it at one point, but it's obviously expired now. This leaves your website open to hacking, that type of thing. It's something that I would certainly look to address as soon as you can, just for security purposes for you. Um, but it also gives the kind of security to the people who are visiting your website and putting their trust in you to look after their roof. Um, Coming down through your website here, I see the nice design layout and your logo, which is great. The one thing that again strikes me is that there's not a lot of content on here. So it's a very simple site, one page. I can see it was built in 2011, maybe hasn't been updated since then, so that's probably why. Um, but with the current parameters and the metrics that Google looks at in terms of ranking sites and putting them to where they're visible to customers, one of the main things at the minute is content. Google is arrogant enough to think that they are, not to think they are, the authority on information, on services to provide to people, because people go to their platform, they look for what they're looking for, and Google wants to give them who they deem to be the expert in that field. So essentially, Google reads your website like a book. With your site, what they'll do is they'll read through your content. They're robots. When somebody puts in Roofer Austin or Roofing Company Austin or whatever, any combination of keyword that they look for, they'll put it in. Google will run the bots through, and whenever they come back, they'll basically say, "With this site, this is the guy. This is who you want to talk to. This is the guy at the top of the field." With your site, there's not a lot for them to go by. On my ultimate guide, it basically tells you that you want at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content. By keywords, I mean active search terms that people look for: roofer, roofing company, roofer in Austin. The list goes on and on and on. So with your site, that's one of the kind of things that I would certainly look to change. Get a lot of more content in there. Tell the people, tell Google, tell the consumers what it is that you do. I do see here you have kind of your list of services or whatever, but let's go into depth of them. What type of roof repairing do you do? What type of roof replacement? How long does it take for you to do that? What type of materials are used? How big is your crew? All this type of thing. The same with windows, storm damage repair, hail repair, all that type of thing. This all really helps with your ranking. The biggest thing with the website is you can have the most beautiful and best looking website on planet Earth, but if nobody can find it, it's useless. The website is like your digital business card. It's an asset. It's a huge asset for your company. As I say, it's your business card. And the biggest thing with search engines and where your website is placed online is all to do with, if we knew what we were looking for, things would be easy to find. But most people who come to Google and come to the other search engines, they want somebody to look after their roof. They don't specifically have a company in mind, and they want Google basically to tell them. So in order for them to do that, I'll give you a couple of statistics here. I've put in Roofer Austin, and I can see just from a few tools that I have for this term alone. So bear in mind, there's hundreds of terms, like I said: roofing company Austin, roof repair Austin, roof replacement Austin, roofer in Austin, Texas, any combination of keywords. But for this alone, there are 1,900 searches every single month, and that's only through Google. Don't forget, we've got Yahoo, we've got Bing, we've got Facebook, we've got Yale.com, Yellow Page. There's any amount of them that you can possibly think of. So that's just for this one term. So I just kind of focused on this just to give you a brief sort of snapshot of what it is. These guys here, these guys are all paid ads. They appear at the top for that reason. They pay basically every time. I'm not going to do it, but every time somebody clicks on this, it costs them money. In this case, the average cost per click price is $18. So for 1,900 people, anybody that comes and clicks on this, it's going to cost that amount of money. This really adds up. This is something that can work well. It's something we do with our agency and with our clients. It can work well, but not done properly, it ends up costing the company a hell of a lot of money. Uh, you spend that amount of money, you don't get a lot of clicks. Most of the time, people click on, it costs you money, and they leave. You don't actually get their details. You don't find out what they need. You don't get a chance at even pitching your service to them. Um, the most efficient way to look at Google is to actually rank in the organic rankings. So the first thing that we look at is this. This is called the map pack. These three companies appear as the top three companies as Google portrays them in the map pack. 70% of people who are clicking to call a company will click here. This is where they'll click. The next thing down are what we call the organic rankings. So somebody who's looking for a website, looking for more information in order to call a company or leave a contact form, they come down here, and these guys get 70 to 80% of clicks for people looking for a website. As you go down, the statistics kind of start to tumble dramatically, but once you come off page 1, you may as well be on page 20. 90% of people do not make it to page 2 in a search. 90%. You can see the power of this. I kind of did a quick mathematics just with different search terms. You can see on the side of my page here. I stay away from this because this is hard to kind of quantify properly. There are obviously a lot of people looking for roofing jobs, but roofer Austin, Texas, another 1,000. Austin roofing and construction, 170. There's loads and loads and loads of these. I've done a very quick mathematics and I've come back with there are in and around 8,000 to 9,000 people every single month actively searching for a roofing contractor in Austin, Texas, and the surrounding area. If we go back to your site, I also see you do remodels, so I had a quick look at that. There's about another 3,000 to 3,500 every single month looking for remodels. You know, different kind of general construction, contractor work, all that type of thing. So there are a ton of people here looking for services that you provide, and your website is one of the most powerful things that will draw people into your company. We work with a lot of companies all over the United States, and we've had people 2x, 3x, 10x their calls. We've had people triple their sales um, through their website. It gets neglected a lot of time because a lot of people don't understand how to do it. But that's why I like to make these short videos. I like to give you the free guide so you kind of understand the importance and the power of these types of things. So what I wanted to do, I just wanted to show you kind of little bits and pieces about where you are ranking yourself for your website. So this area here for the map pack, you do have a Google My Business listing, which is great. It took me a little while to find it, but I eventually did here. KLT Design Roofing and Remodeling, and this just shows your service area. Unfortunately, you're not ranking in the map pack. I did a couple of different search terms and you're not here. To give you a kind of visualization of exactly what it is that I'm talking about, I have this really neat little tool right here. So this is actually one of your competitors, but I will bring yours up. So this is you. Basically how this works is this works on the map. So based on your geographic location from where you search, so if you're in Round Rock, I'll just zoom in so you can see a little bit better. If you're in Cedar Park, if you search from here, it will show you a different map pack in comparison to, if you search down here, you search in, Wells Branch or anywhere in the Austin area. Yeah, so you get the idea. So with you, 20 is kind of the lowest this will go. So 20 either means that you are 20th or below, or they can't find you at all. And as you can see in this service area, so this is the area that I put in based on where you've told Google yourself your service area. This is how you rank. So currently you're not featuring in any map pack anywhere. So you're missing out on all those calls, all those people. I'll just hitch up your competitors here. I just want to give you a real brief idea of So these guys, for example, they're not doing that good either. But down here, you can see they rank number one, number two. So that's the top of the map pack. And then, as it spirals out, they're ranking less and less and less. Let's go to the next one down. AAA Mustang Roofing. Yeah, again, these guys, they're doing well in this corner. I would imagine their business is located here. Typically, what happens is we see the ones, twos, and threes, the green ones, which are the ones we want, based on where the business is ranking. This is your little spot here, right in the middle. But as you can see, you were even 20 in and around there. Something that, Capital City Roofing, again, they're not ranking too good. This is a positive for you. It just shows me that there's not a lot of people in Austin that are actually taking this seriously and that are utilizing these tools and this resource in order to draw in more clients. So that's quite promising. I took the liberty of just taking this competitor. They were sitting at the top here, this company here, so they were number one whenever I searched. Um, if I just go back, you can see how different theirs is. So these guys, they're sitting at number one here, two, three. As they kind of spread out from where this is their pinpoint of where they're located. As you spread out, it lessens and lessens and lessens. You know, there's work to be done certainly for these guys, but it's as you can see, it's better. Any of them with one, two, and three, you're right in the public eye. As soon as somebody searches for whatever it is, roofer in Austin or roofing company in Austin, you're right there in front of them. It's a click of a button. We want to make this as easy as possible for people to get your phone ringing, to get contact forms sent in on your website. It's got to be easy. People are lazy. People want to just click one button and you to pick up the phone and to set an appointment or whatever it is that might happen. This is a company that I've worked with, a roofing company. They're in California. I've removed their name. We operate with anonymity, so I don't want to give your name, but I just want to give you an idea of how we changed there. So their map pack didn't look dissimilar to yours with all the 20s, but this is how they look now. So we've still got a little bit of work to do down in the bottom. We've only been working with these guys for about 3 months. But you can see all these ones across the same size of service area as yours, everywhere they look. So if somebody searches here, they're number one. If somebody searches here, they're number one. If somebody searches down here, they're number one. Across their whole service area, no matter where you search, they're showing up time and time and time and time again. They're getting 800% more phone calls. 800% more phone calls based on the power of this compared to where they were before they started with us. We still got work to do. I'm not happy until I kind of turn all this green, at least. But we work hard and we do what we do well. Um, so yeah, that gives you a very brief insight into how we do. This is a little tool that just kind of gives a bit of a better deep dive into your website, roofing512.com. You're ranking for no keywords at the minute. The keywords are what people actually search for in Google. Roofer, Austin, roofing company, like I explained before. Because of that, you're getting no organic traffic, so nobody is finding your website. There's nobody clicking on it, kind of coming through. That means your phone's not ringing based on your website. You're not getting contact forms in. Referring domains are basically domains. They're called backlinks, that they point towards your website. It's another website giving credibility to your website. Kind of similar in the way that Google works, but if a website deems it important enough to give you a bit of a mention or a redirect from their website to yours, it gives your website more authority. It bumps you up the rankings. What we do is we build backlinks for you, all over the web. We put your name, your address, your phone number, and we put it here. Places where people are going to find it, places where people look. And at the end of the day, our ultimate goal is to get your phone ringing, to get more and more work coming through your door. And a company like yours, it's very well regarded. You've got a lot of experience, 32 years roofing experience, 15 years as a general contractor. You deserve a good website. You do some great work. I read your reviews, and people are really happy with the stuff you do. And yeah, I think there's some excellent work you can do. I think the contractors, the roofing guys of Austin are missing a trick at the minute. And I think there's absolutely a way for somebody to step in there and to dominate this market, to crush the competition and to take this over. Um, if you're interested in talking some more about it, please get in touch. If not, no hard feelings. I hope you have a great day. As I say, my name's Pierce. It's been a pleasure to do this for you, and I hope you're well. Thank you very much. Take care.